But young man with me, come closer. You're too far. Not too close. Middle. There you go. High five.
Hi.
Ronney Njogu.
Yes.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And I just want to say before we continue, of course, we have an amazing setup here. We have a cake that we'll be cutting. It's last show before we take a break. We're taking a break today, so last show, amazing show we have lined up for you. We have some champagne bottles here, but very important to note that this is non-alcoholic champagne, which will be popping as we wish you all a Merry Christmas. I'll be reading some of your great messages and keep them coming. Your messages, Merry Christmas. Whoever you want to wish, I'll sample them as we go along. So this champagne here, non-alcoholic, so yes, we'll be having that and some cake as well. And some of the pictures you've been seeing up there with people looking like they're controlling some things, that's part of our crew. Those are the people you never get to see, but really they're the people who make this happen. You know how there's, you look up and there's a plane up in the sky and it's moving and you're like, how does that happen? You know, how does it fly and not fall? You know what makes that work? Those are the people who make this work, okay? And so today you'll be meeting a few of them later on and you'll get to see them in and out of the show. But to my young man here in studio, who we just want to interact with, get to know, very intriguing. How would you describe yourself, Ronney?
Number one, I'm Ronney Njogu.
Yes.
I'm a creative spirit. That's my best description. I'm a creative spirit that's starting to fly.
Wow, a creative spirit that's starting to fly. What is a creative spirit? For somebody who's thinking, that sounds very deep, sounds very serious. What is a creative spirit? How would you break that down for somebody?
Creativity is it can be in many forms, in many ways.
Yes.
So creativity is one of the best ways someone can express themselves. It can be arts, it can be music, it can be many things.
Yeah.
So I like thinking out of the box. I like being different because I don't want to be just like anyone. I want my life to be extraordinary.
Wow. How old are you?
I'm 13.
13? Where are you in school? What grade?
In Jonathan Glog Academy. I'd like to send a shout out to my principal.
Woohoo! Shout out to the principal.
Yes, Mr. George. Okay. I want to thank him and the rest of the staff.
And that is so cool. You know, you sound like a little big man. You know how they talk about, yes, I want to thank the staff and all that. And you're really so young. So what are you into? What interests Ronney?
As I said in the former news with Betty Chalo, I've been very interested in books. As I said, I'm a creative person, so that's one of my ways of expressing myself and being the most creative person I can be. Yes, and also I've been a bit involved in music. This one's right.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Stuff like that. So what kind of books interest you? What do you read?
What I did, if people know this guy, he's called Ronney Njogu. That guy is the one who inspired me a lot. Yes, he really showed me the meaning of creativity and adventure. And I decided one day as I was watching one of his book movies, I decided I wanted also to give back what he gave to me.
Wow. So what does he write on? What are some of the subjects he covered in his book?
Mystery, adventure, mystical features, stuff like that.
Okay. You're a pretty young, bright man.
Thank you so
Your
much.
mom must be very proud of you.
I try my best to make her happy.
Yeah. How is your relationship? Are you the only child?
For now.
For now, there's another one on the way?
We are praying.
You're praying?
Yeah.
Okay, so how is your relationship with your parents?
Okay, my parents, I would also want to thank my parents a lot for all the support. They have really been my pillar of strength. Family, I've really gone through a lot because what you see right now, it's just my parents. They've really been there for me, giving me advice, support, like my mom, everybody, my family in general. And me and my parents have gone through some cracks sometimes, but that's natural. But through discussion and communication plus understanding, we can, work things out.
Yeah. Okay. When you talk about some cracks, what are some of those? Like it's holiday season. One of the things I really wanted to talk to you about is just to get an insight and an understanding. You're a child, 13 teenager, getting started in your teen years. It's gonna be one interesting ride. You will find out as you go along. But you talk about some of those cracks. What are some of those, if any, arguments you have with mommy or when you disagree?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes we disagree on some things.
Like what?
Even sometimes I'm a very wild person, and even sometimes I I want that and I want this, but as I was telling you, stuff like that. Even one time I tried cooking a meal. I made a big mess. And I was like, what did you do? What did you do?
Yeah.
But as I said, disagreements and such cracks are just part of relationships.
They are.
But communication and understanding is a very important principle when it comes to relationships. Yes, and through those two main principles, you can survive anything. Yeah.
Such a little waistband. So it's Christmas time. What's the plan? What have you been doing since you closed school? What have you been up to?
I went to the Verger Beach Resort. Times like this is the perfect time to go on vacation. And especially since that time Nairobi was really cold. So it was good being in the sun, the pool, the food. It was just wild.
You had fun?
A lot of fun.
Okay.
And so did my parents.
So what will you be doing for the holidays, for Christmas?
Okay, I'm definitely visiting my cousins. Actually I'm gonna visit them like a few days after today. I've missed them a lot, and we always have fun together. And it just makes me feel it's a simple place. It just makes me feel grounded and happy, and we have a blast together.
Okay. People would always ask, when you grow up, what do you want to become? God asked that question so many times when I was younger, of course. So where do you see yourself? In the next 10 years, when you'll be 23?
I would like to publish my books. And I also want to be involved in the theater. I've always had a love for movies. And I guess through each day I try to look for an opportunity and take it.
Okay.
Yes.
You say publish your books. Have you been writing already? Are you...
I'm starting to write, though I've not yet reached there. Though I'm just writing like that, taking things one step and one day at a time.
Okay, so take us through what some of the material you've put down. So when you're sitting down to write, what inspires? What do you write? Is it you'll see something, you'll be thinking about something? What will get you started? Your writing juice is flowing. What will get that going?
I wouldn't say that I control the moment of creativity or the moment of ideas or when ideas come. What I do is that I like watching movies and they help me with some ideas. Like Scooby-Doo and stuff like that.
Scooby-Doo.
There was this like one of my writing works is called Monsters, and I was just watching the Scooby-Doo movie thing, and it just hit me. That's how it always happens. I don't force a creativity or do something special. I just sit down and like every day watch something, or while I'm sleeping or when I'm relaxing. It just comes to me.
So do you, whenever like you have questions, maybe you're watching a movie or just something comes up, so when you're finding out about stuff, do you talk to your mom or your dad to find out? Because a lot of times a lot of children do not know how to get to talk to their parents about some of these very interesting, sensitive conversations. They'll wonder what their mom will think, what daddy will think. So is your relationship as such that you can ask her anything, talk to her about anything?
Sometimes, as I said, you can disagree and have cracks, but I'm never afraid of telling my parents, because I know they are very supportive people. And as I said, we have communication and understanding, and even that way, anyway, I'll eventually have to tell them. So I may have a little bit of fear, but once I just open up, it becomes much more easier.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this. You're 13, and I met a 10-year-old. Actually, it was a 7-year-old girl who was talking about having a boyfriend. Went and told the dad, Daddy, there's this boy who I like. I want him to be my boyfriend. So, are you there yet?
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't like to give much details, but I'll get there. Yeah, I try to take things slow. Yeah,
which is good. Which is very good. Yeah, you're very young.
You can't rush into these things. You have to think. Think, come up with something. Just
what will you be thinking about when you say think?
Yeah, the right time, the right place, the right moment. But I'll reach there. Yeah. But for now, I'm just floating.
You're still very young.
I'm just floating.
Yeah.
There.
Do you talk with your mom about these things? Does she talk to you or daddy?
Yeah, of course. They give me a lot of advice. Because relationships is a very wide thing.
It is. So what do you know?
Okay, she always tells me, number one, if you ever gonna, have a girlfriend, make sure she's a God-fearing woman. Because we are a very Christian, me and my mom are very Christian raised. So we try our best, to just make sure even when it's someone who fears God and stuff like that. Okay. And don't rush into things. Just try your best to take things slowly and live the moment.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Christian, you said very Christian. You go to church. What is that like? What is your understanding and your faith, and where are you at with that in terms of knowing that there's this bigger person?
Okay.
This superior being.
I'm not perfect or even next to. I'm not those holy people.
Yes.
Or those hallelujah. Because there's such people.
Yeah.
Okay. I may have, as I said, there are cracks in relationship, and sometimes I may have those cracks. But I try my best to take things one step at a time, and just try my best to be open with God. Openness, as I said, is one of the key things. Yeah, believing and using prayer when it's necessary, because prayer is it's a weapon.
Okay.
A very powerful weapon, and you used to use them in the right time. With the right motives.
Okay.
Yes, I try my best to understand and know the power of prayer. Yes, and I also have a devotionals at home. Yeah, and even my parents, they really set a good example for me. Not only as a person, but as a Christian.
Okay. Yeah. What do you tell other kids out there? I mean, you're 13, very young, very brilliant. I think you're one brilliant mind.
Thank you.
In terms of the things you pursue, and your parents are very supportive. Right now you're doing a show on KTN actually. Tell us about that.
Okay, we have been working on the new show. I would like to give my details. But
it's coming soon.
Watch out.
Watch out. Coming soon on KTN.
Yes, with me and my other host.
What do you think, as we wind up, what do you think is important for parents to keep in mind with their teenagers and young kids?
Parents, number one, okay, even if sometimes you should have boundaries or limits, you should let your kids express themselves as people, as individuals. You should give them a chance to show who they really are. Because some parents are afraid that, like, you heard what DJ said, if your son or daughter is interested in art, let them. Just give them a chance. Because I think every kid out there deserves a chance to express themselves. Because once you see what they're capable of, you can now fully understand them. And you should give them a chance. You should not only judging, but you should also understand them.
Okay.
Like, listen to them. Don't just pass over things. Because as I said, if without communication, a relationship becomes very hard to maintain. Or to manage. So parents should give their kids a chance to express and to say their point of views, to express their point of views, their points of view.
Okay, you sound like one As I said, I'll keep saying it because I'm listening to it and I'm like, wow, all kids should. But it's really amazing that you have been able to get such depth at such a young age, and your mom must be very proud. I know she brought you, she must be very proud of you. So we're going to go to a DJ Delight who's going to play for us something. I don't know what he has in store for us, but you'll stay, of course, with us throughout the show. We'll cut this cake later, and then I know you love cake. So tell me you love cake. You're a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You are a sweet tooth?
Yeah.
Yes, so we're gonna eat that later. You see it has the part of the show.
Yeah, I like the way it's made. The design is really unique.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just TV, you know.
Yeah.
This is one of the interviews actually on this couch with this screen. So it's amazing how we nowadays have people doing quite a number of...
And you know, you guys keep on maturing to the next level and next level.
I like that. It's growth. Everybody's growing and getting to the next level, upping their game. So thank you very much. We'll continue to talk to you later.
Okay.
Thank you for being with us, Ronney.